Hi everybody, welcome back to Prison Architect. We return. We're back. That's right. We're back in our women's federal institution, correctional facility in Upper New York State, where all of these ladies are serving time for past crimes, and some of them are committing new crimes inside the prison as well, which is not ideal. We now have 7 prisoners who are unable to be assigned to cells. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, a whole bunch of them have babies, it turns out. Some of them have babies, some of them just need to be put into solitary confinement, some of them just need actual cells. We might need to do some chopping and changing here and get them like processed. Okay. Death by dangerous driving, Reagan Young, and perjury, 19 years. Not a MinSec candidate. Aggravated vehicle theft for 4 years. Okay, you know what? You can go into MinSec, okay? That's fine. Aggravated vehicle theft for 4 years. You know what? You can go into MinSec as well. That should be fine. What about you? How are you doing over here? 7 years for assault. Violent disorder. Okay, not MinSec. Possession for 2 years. This is Olga Big Russian Boss Fedorovna. Okay, MinSec. Possession? We don't care about that. Violent disorder we do care about though. And carjacking, car theft, fraud, and car theft. You know what? The crazy flurry, Van den Helm, Fleur, you can go into MinSec as well. Okay, how are we doing now? Is that a little bit better? Oh, what about you two here? You guys, I missed you. Joyriding, dangerous driving, and joyriding. MinSec for you. And what about death? Okay, no, definitely not. You killed somebody, for fuck's sake. Okay, there's no way. How about you? Violent disorder. And what about you? Driving under the influence and criminal damage. Okay, MinSec for you, okay? Driving under the influence is inexcusable, but for the sake of actually getting people into the prison, you know what? Some of you guys can go to max, for fuck's sake. You know what? You, with the assault and violent disorder, go to max, okay? You can go in max, okay? Death by dangerous driving, you know what? That's your punishment. Maximum security. What about you? Violent disorder? Let's see how much violent disorder you get up to in maximum security. How about that, huh? And what about you? Of course, violent disorder as well. You know what? You can go into maximum security too. Hell, I'll even build you a cell. Okay, now everybody can be assigned somewhere. It's gonna be really nice. Except, this is just like a bit of a fucking mess right now, because of this new wing that we built, and it's just sort of like encroached onto this other wing, and for fuck's sake. Okay, so what's 1, 2, 3, 4? Ah, perfect though. Okay, this could be another family cell here, which we'll build right now. It's not gonna like meet up with like any of this stuff though, sadly. But you know, equally, none of this stuff needs to be here anymore. This does not need to be here anymore. Neither does this. These objects can be dismantled as well. We do not need them here anymore, which opens this all up for more cells and stuff, MaxSec cells, which would be really nice actually. So who's still unable to be assigned to a cell? Are we out of cells in MaxSec as well? We can't possibly be. We have 28 MaxSec prisoners. Is this a deployment? Oh, for fuck's sake. Every fucking time. I mean, seriously, this is crazy. How does this fucking happen every time you make like one small change? Okay, so we now have capacity for 32 in MaxSec, and we have 28 maximum security prisoners, so that shouldn't be a problem. The one with child, of course, is not going to be able to be assigned though, so we'll have to figure out what we're doing on that front. Rooms wise, god, this little hallway is not gonna. MaxSec really needs to be replanned and like refurbished at some point. Okay, so with that in mind, let's just like wing it a little bit. We'll make a family. You know what? In actual fact, let's quick build a family cell. We'll quick build like one of. What's? Oh my. Okay, come on, mouse button. You can just about do it, I believe. Okay, perfect. We'll do that. We'll make a family cell. We'll make sure that it is max. Ah, come on. What has changed for that to go to? Oh, I hate the deployment sometimes in this game. It's crazy. I don't know why it does that. It just loses it. We've had people lose their lives to that as well. Like the weird fucking deployment stuff that happens. It's so strange, isn't it? Okay, we can dismantle this now, and we can dismantle this. We can also dismantle some of these like extra lights that have been put into these hallways as well. Man, I keep saying it. Okay, I know I always say this. I love chopping and changing, and I do. But man, sometimes it's really tedious as well. Holy crap, can it ever become tedious doing the chopping and changing? Like, every time I look at something like that doesn't need to be there. That looks stupid. Why is that there? Why is this here? Why is any of this crap here? Like, for fuck's sake. It's crazy. Why is this laundry room so fucking narrow as well? I wouldn't want to work in that laundry room, for Christ's sake. Like, Jesus. Oh, what the fuck? Come on! Nothing has changed here! Oh, for fuck's sake. Nothing has changed here at all. We've not made any changes here. Like, why is it just dropping out of deployment like that? It's so stupid. Fuck me. I'm not salty. I'm just like, I'm disappointed, okay? Don't read that the wrong way. All right, meals for prisoners are being cooked. It looks like we have to keep an eye on this because we're having some problems feeding people, aren't we, in this jail? And it's like a logistical nightmare, this jail right now. But we're trying to sort it out. So it looks like potentially we're cooking enough meals for 179 people. This will like fill up with green to show that. And then once that's done, we should be able to deliver all of those meals. It looks like a lot of them have been delivered to the places they need to go. Like, see, look, we've got cooks working meticulously on getting the food delivered. So I don't know, maybe we'll actually be able to fucking feed everybody today. That would be a nice thing, wouldn't it? Would be like a nice milestone in our prison's history as well, to finally say, you know what, today we did it. We fed everybody for the first time in prison history. Everybody's had a nice hot meal, and you know what, most people probably enjoyed it because they're so hungry and there's no other food to have in here. So, you know, that's something. That's something to write home with. You know, if you're a warden at a prison and you want to like phone your mom and be like, you know what, mom, I did it. I did something really good today. And your mom's like, what did you do? You said, you know, I fed all the prisoners. I provided them all with a hot meal. And she would say, was it as good as mama's potato soup? And you say, mama, nobody makes potato soup better than you. But you know what, at the same time, no, it wasn't. It was really cheap, and we're trying to like save on costs and stuff, and the food was not good, okay? But the meals were provided, so that's the main thing. And you know what, she'd probably turn around and say, that's great. Holy crap, that's good. I don't know why she can't be escorted to her cell. We have capacity. It's just a case of actually taking her to her new cell. There's some people here. For fuck's sake. Look, the deployment strikes again. Okay, they've been put into these cells. They shouldn't be in there. Somebody's gonna get killed. You can't mix Norm and Max like this. They seem to be doing all right though. But like one of them is just gonna become some fresh meat and get killed. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And when it does happen, I'm gonna phone up the CEO of the prison company. I'm gonna say, listen, can you sort out this fucking weird deployment bug that every once in a while screws up? Because it's annoying. It's annoying when the deployment gets screwed up. People die as a result as well. Like, we have to be more on the ball with this. All right. How are we doing with visitors? We have 8 visitors on site in 8 groups and 14 families still waiting to visit. Looks like visitation might need to be expanded a little bit. We have 31 staff members exhausted as well. I don't know why that's the case. They still seem to be having some problems with resting. Also with food, bowels, and bladder all seem to be problems. Are they struggling to get to the staff rooms, or do you think we need to like dot staff rooms like around the jail a little bit more? This one seems to be working pretty well. They can't eat in here, but they can do everything else. They can have a soda, they can sit down and read, they can take a crap, they can sit on a sofa and relax and stuff as well. They just can't eat. Everybody has to come back to this staff room to eat. This is the only staff room we have available for eating purposes. I almost said porpoises, like in that accent, but of course, they're not eating porpoises. At least I don't think they are anyway. So there's that. Alright, so solitary for normal sec has been sorted out. That's great. It's not outside anymore. Actually, normal sec is looking pretty fucking badass right now. It's looking pretty sweet. The canteen I'm still not sure about. I like it. It's big. It does everything it needs to do and then some. Like, look at all this praying and phone talking and stuff. Like, these women are having a great time inside this canteen. There's no doubt about that. But I just feel like it needs to be like a bit bigger and airier. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be more airy. If you know what I mean. It's like an estate agent term, isn't it? Like bright and airy. I don't know what that actually means, but whatever. I'm sure it means something important in those circles or whatever. Okay. This is going to bug the shit out of me, so this will eventually need to be sorted out, but equally I think max sec does need to be sorted out at some point, because it's not currently planned very well. We sort of had to like shoehorn it in, because we had a whole bunch of misbehaving prisoners. If anything, actually, I feel like max sec should have its own little like island sort of thing as well, where they can't come in here and mix with the other prisoners. Normal sec and min sec I think are okay to like mix like for parole rooms and stuff like that. But I feel like, similar to what we have with protective custody, they have to have, like, all their own shit. You know, like, that would be really good. Speaking of protective custody, we still have to, like, sort them out with a bunch of stuff. But, honestly, I think they have cells and a canteen, and that's probably fine for now. So, with some extra money, should we then look to maybe get max sec, like, out of here completely, and just put it, like, maybe back here or something? Like, we could do this. We could totally do this. We could do like 1, 2, 3. Look, we could have it like separated out and about the same size as this. You know, we could have it like almost exactly like protective custody, but just maybe a little bit bigger. Because the prison population max sec is quite a bit bigger than it is in protective custody. I guess they're going to need like services and stuff. They're probably going to need a much bigger wing realistically than that. Because we do have quite a few people currently in max sec, don't we? So, and like, unless maybe we do something like this instead, where we have it like come to here like this, but then we leave a gap, and then it can come up to here and go like this. It's going to be really expensive though. This is the only thing. Oh, on that topic as well, where are we at with grants? Like, where were we even up to? We have one grant. We have the Reform Through an Education Initiative, which we haven't even started yet. Short-term, long-term investment, inmate nutrition research. We can get some money just by taking this Reform Through an Education Initiative and probably start working on it as well. $15,000 advance payment and $40,000 completion bonus. Okay, wonderful. We do have a classroom, and people are taking classes in the classroom. We could maybe even expand this out a little bit too. We can add some more desks in here. We can jam them in the back here too. Get some more prisoners jammed in here. Look, we can jam a couple in like this as well. Look, we're just jamming out this whole classroom. So we built a classroom. We've unlocked education through bureaucracy. We have almost 20 school desks. We have to have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course. 10% currently have done that. And we have to have 1 prisoner pass the general education course as well, which is, of course, like the hardest thing to do in the whole game, it turns out. It's kind of nuts for some reason. I don't know why it is that that's the case, but whatever. It's just the way that it goes. All right, so if we're going to get rid of max sec here, then I think that we could probably have normal sec wrap in and around here and then just really increase the prison population for normal sec, give them all the services and stuff that they need, separate to min sec, and then the only things that'll be shared are kind of like these parole rooms, possibly like the psychologist, but even then I think we can have separate psychologists per wing, and I think that that's not a bad thing. So it would just be having like a bigger classroom, which realistically, we could even get some more parole rooms in as well, because we currently have like 22 prisoners up for parole, and it's a huge cash cow for us as well. So maybe with this space, we can expand the classroom, make some more parole rooms and stuff, have another visitation area here as well, because it looks like visitation is starting to sort of fall behind. Although I say that, though, there's only 2 visitors on site in 2 groups and nobody actually waiting for anything, so that's good. Maybe we can even expand the workshop and stuff. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, so max sec if we're gonna make MaxSec into a new like area and fix all this stuff up, we're gonna have to like really plan it out like to the tits, okay? Like, pardon my terminology here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's not what we want. We want it like that and then like that. So these are gonna be some family cells, I guess. Hopefully they all fit. Let's see. Will they all fit like up here? Meanwhile, the rest of the prison just runs itself. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Okay. So we have like a cell here, like that, and then 1, 2. It doesn't quite fit. That's annoying. But this does not need to line up here, because if we're going to get rid of this, realistically, it's going to line up to like here. So we should just actually make it as big as it needs to be for this play. Okay, so that's family cells. Family cells all along the side there, okay? And then we're going to have the 3 wide corridor. Okay, and then we're going to have normal cells across the way. So you have a door, light, showers, a bed, and stuff, and that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 3? Will it fit in 3? Oh, fuck yeah, of course it'll fit in 3. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to cram these guys in. We're going to cram them in like there's no fucking tomorrow. Okay, so this is going to be a big, long patrol route here for somebody. Somebody who's really unlucky, who's going to have to, like, do this patrol route. Oh, shit, you know what else we need to do as well? Man, we haven't done one in a while. We're doing a shakedown. Okay, well, while I plan this out, we're doing a shakedown. We have to do one. Okay, so we're going to have normal cells across the way from these family cells, all the way up like this. Okay, it's going to be, like, huge. It's going to be huge. And everybody is going to love it as well. Okay, everybody's going to love living inside this prison, I think. 1, 2, 3, door. Okay, perfect. So we go like this then. This is going to be a big block of cells here for the ladies of maximum security to live and love and be a woman in. Okay, this is how they do. This is what they're going to do. Okay, perfect. So that's family cells, normal cells, which it looks like we have just as many as we had there. We can have the canteen sort of like down here centrally, but then we can like flank it with like offices and stuff. So I'm thinking like in here we have like a psychologist. That would be really good. In here we have like the cleaning cupboard. That would be really good. They'll need like a mail room and stuff as well, which would be nice, which you can maybe put on the other side. And that means that 1, 2, 3, we can fit more cells and maybe even start to like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even start to like intake MaxSec as well. Can you imagine that? That would make a lot of money, you know, like tons of money. So if we like do this is going to be expensive as hell, but I think once we like start like getting into the swing of things with like, you know, all of our reform programs and also the workshop as it keeps expanding and stuff, we should have enough money to do this like fairly easily, I would say. But then I could be wrong because you know what? I am a doofus. Okay, perfect. That's fine. We'll do that like this, like this. And then we want this to line up on the other side. We can even have family cells on the other side as well. For MaxSec. MaxSec will probably have the best wing in the entire prison once all is said and done. And they'll have everything they need central to the canteen as well, which is important. So they all come down here. They'll have showers and stuff in their own rooms. They come down here. They have like a psychologist here that they can speak to. They can have a couple of parole rooms in here as well, which they'll never need to use because, let's face it, none of these people are ever getting out on parole. Looks like there's like a mini riot exploding in MaxSec right now as we talk about people in Max. They're upset about being searched, it seems. Come on, guys. Taser's ready. Get in there. Get involved. There's like 20 guards with batons here. How are okay, the tasers are out. Nice. Okay, good. Who wants some? All right. Nobody wants any. Nobody died. It's a miracle. Holy shit. We had like a full MaxSec canteen riot and nobody died. I guess they were upset that we found their power drills and their vials of poison and also gardening shears and 4 saws that somehow managed to make it out of here. It could have something to do with the fact that this has not been closed off, and also we need to get like a jail door here as well. Perfect. Okay, a couple of injuries and stuff, but nothing too bad. Look, we got still people unable to be assigned to a cell. We have 1 prisoner currently unable to be assigned to a cell. I'm not sure who it even is. And you know what? Frankly, I'm past caring right now either. Whoever you are out there who needs to be signed to a cell, I hope you rot, for Christ's sake. Okay? Because I'm sick of these women. I'm really just like sick to the back teeth of these women, okay? They're always crying about. There's always something that they need, and there's always something to cry about or whatever. You know what? If you're out there and you're starving to death standing in one spot because you don't have a jail cell, well, you know what? That's your fault. I'm not taking responsibility for that. I'm not going to lose like one wink of sleep over that either. Okay, you know what? Thinking about it, I might actually lose like one wink of sleep. But only one, okay? Just one. All right, we're going to need over here in this wing as well some sort of staff accommodation as well, okay? I'm thinking we are going to need like a staff room. We're probably going to need like a little security room in here as well. And that could be something that we build like, what did we say actually? We said we're going to have a psychologist. We're going to have a couple of parole rooms, or at least one parole room, I guess. Psychologist, a parole room, a cleaning cupboard, and then we want to have like... what? 1, 2... We probably want to have a mail room as well, don't we? How big does the mail room need to be again? Mail room? Mail room. Let's see. Mail room? Mail room. Mail room has to be 5 by 5. That's perfect. We're building 5 by 5 because almost everything needs to be 5 by 5, it turns out. Okay, so if we do that, and then down here, okay, and then down here we have, this is going to be like a little security room. And a staff room, okay? And this is for the people who are going to work in MaxSec predominantly, to save them from having to go all the way back over to here, okay? So they're gonna have toilets, place to eat, place to sit down and stuff like that, but then it's gonna have all of the security stuff in it as well, like the door systems, the door controls, basically this setup here, okay? This will probably need to be moved out, because I don't really want this here anymore. And what we could do is just have it like, how big is this actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We want it to be, okay, it's not gonna like line up with that either now, but that's okay. Okay. It's like slightly out of whack with, you know what? Maybe this should line up because protective custody is definitely gonna stay there. So we'll just have like some bigger rooms down here, I guess. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. So we have a small mail room, and then we have like this staff sort of area, the canteen and everything. The canteen's gonna be this like big central bit here, and then we should have like 1, 2, 3, and then we have like this. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that has been planned out pretty well. Okay, and we'll have some more family cells here too. So you never know, we might need some more family cells for max cell prisoners. So I'm just planning it all out so that I don't get lost later when I start building stuff. Okay, perfect. So we got family cells all down the sides, and then lots of like cells for max sec. And that means that on this side here, after the go through this hallway, which is like double wide right now, we can have some more stuff on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. That's good. We're just gonna have a whole bunch of rooms here, and we'll just use them for whatever we need them for. I'm not quite sure what that is just yet. Okay, so we'll have like 1, 2. Wait a second. Does that line up? Yeah, it does. What the hell? 1, 2. Doesn't look like it'll line up. But it does. It lines up perfectly. It's like an optical illusion. What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. And then in here, we can have some more crap. Okay. I'm not sure what we're going to put in here. Maybe a chapel? Maybe we can have a chapel in there. That'd be good. Is this like pretty much central? I would say that it probably is. How long is this? 41. You know what? I'm too dumb to fucking figure it out. Maybe it looks more central like that, right? Does that look better? And then 2 away from here. 2 away, central. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, planned. That's how it's gonna go down. That's gonna be max sec eventually when we have a bit more money than 36 grand. We have to keep saving money, but we will build this. We'll have the canteen in here, in the middle here, and it'll have everything that it needs. And then it'll have access to all of these services and stuff that these women will need. They could even have their own laundry and everything. We'll just put, like, all of the stuff that everyone else has, we'll put into here for max sec. And then we'll like surround it with perimeter walls and stuff so that they can't get out and stuff. It'll be fucking great. Holy shit. Already I'm excited to build that. Wow. That's going to be fantastic. Okay. In the meantime, the shakedown is still underway and not quite done. Looks like we found some pickaxes, for Christ's sake. I don't think we found any tunnels, or did we? I wasn't really paying attention because I was, of course, planning out the next big thing in the prison. But it doesn't look like we found any tunnels because all of the cells are intact. Usually if there's a tunnel in a cell, it starts flashing with like a warning sign to say that, like, you know, the cell's not complete because it's not completely surrounded by walls and stuff like that. Who went out to the yard at like 1 in the morning to barf? That I would like to know, actually. That's crazy. Okay, deployment-wise as well, we're going to need some guards patrolling in here. We're going to have a guard patrol probably just like up and down here, I would have thought, to give us like the visuals that we need in here. Perfect. Okay, let's do that then. And then at least should be able to see into those family cells to make sure that those women aren't like stuffing drugs into their babies to be exported out of the prison, because that would be terrible. Perfect. All right. Well, there we go. We're getting there. We are slowly getting there, but we're getting there. And it's going to be great once we finally do get there. I can't wait. Perfect. As usual, thanks very much for watching. Join me next time where we continue to get there. And hopefully one day, like I said, we will get there. So thanks, and I'll see you next time.